Hello, welcome back to the channel. I have something different today. This is a little bit older deck that I played when Phyrexia All Would Be One first came out. The original version of this deck had zero permanents, no planeswalkers, no creatures, nothing. It was just straight up just all the spells that would give poison counters and proliferate those poison counters. It did pretty good for the time being. But now that the format has kind of settled, I wanted to rebuild it, put it back together, make a few changes to it, and play it for a little bit. But here's the twist: is we're not playing this standard deck in standard. We're actually taking this deck into the Explorer queue because, well, standard is pretty much solved for the next 4 months until Eldraine drops. So there's really not going to be any new decks coming out for the foreseeable future. So I wanted to take this deck out into Explorer and see what Explorer has for us. But we'll very briefly go over what the deck is and what it does. So basically, the deck operates like this. You got removal, you got counter spells, you got card draw, but the twist is almost everything in the deck will either add poison counters or proliferate. So in the 2-drop slots, we start with Bring the Ending. It's a counter spell that gets more powerful if you have Corrupted. Experimental Augury is pretty much our primary draw spell in this deck because it does the proliferation. Founding the Third Path, I love this card. This card is fantastic just because it allows you to use and reuse your early game removal multiple times. And it also allows you to mill yourself, getting more cards into your graveyard to utilize with the third part of Founding the Third Path. It gives you access to drawing more cards off of Experimental Augury. Gives you access to a second cast of Prologue to Phyresis. Serum Snare if you need it. Anoint with Affliction, Drown in Ichor. All those cards are able to be cast multiple times with Founding the Third Path. Really, really solid card. I love it. Speaking of which, Prologue to Phyresis adds poison counters, draws spells. Serum Snare proliferates if you bounce something that's 3 or less. Annoy with Afflictions removal. Drown in Ichor is removal with Proliferate. Voidwing Hybrid. If you need to get a little proactive, you can just drop this and start beating in. One thing I've noticed when playing a deck like this is once they kind of catch on to your game plan and realize that if they just sit back and don't do anything for a few turns and try to wait you out, that you're not going to be adding any more poison counters if you're not proliferating off of the things that they do through removal or through counter spells. So the Void Ring Hybrid is in here to act as a little bit of a proactive measure. So then we have a single copy of Distorted Curiosities. Just draw 2 cards if your opponent is corrupted. This costs only 1 blue instead of 3 mana. Then you have Reject Imperfection. You got Vraska's Fall. I added 2 Memory Deluge in here. This wasn't in here to begin with, but I'm finding that this is really good in certain matchups in the late game where you really need to dig deep into your deck to find that last piece to proliferate them out or to poison counter them out. 2 Vraska's Fall is in here because, or Vraska Betrayal Sting is in here because it gives me inevitability. Once I get the poison counters rolling, her 0 ability to draw a card and proliferate, you can just ride her straight to victory. It's like you don't even need to utilize the -9 because you're just riding the proliferate train up and up and up every single turn. And the -2 to get rid of a pesky opposing creature is fantastic as well. So really happy with Vraska in this deck. As far as the lands, you got some islands, you got a single copy of Adawara, you got some swamps. For the dual lands, we got Dark Slick Shore, Shipwreck Marsh, Underground River. Now, if you are building this deck with Explorer in mind, you can bring in some of the older dual lands, such as the Snarls from Strixhaven or the dual-faced cards. I believe they were from Zendikar, where on one side it was a blue mana, on the other side it was a black mana, that kind of thing. Also, I'm running 3 copies of the Mirex, because this is a control deck, and when your opponent stops casting things for you to counter because they're afraid of their stuff just getting countered, you can still stay proactive by making might tokens at the end of turn every single turn. So Very good stuff. I like this card a lot. So this is the deck. This is what we're going to be playing tonight. We're going to go ahead and run this right into the Explorer queue and see how we do. And this is going to be best of 1. I might make a version of this deck for best of 3 later on if I feel like it. But so far, so good. I've been having a lot of fun with this deck. I've been playing this for, I think, like 3 or 4 days now. And just having an absolute blast with it. So we're going to go into Explorer Ranked and see how we do. Okay, so we got Darkslick, Mirrex Island. We got Bring the Ending, Founding. Okay, yeah, this looks like a keepable hand. Oh, he's got a companion, Yorion. So this is a Yorion deck, huh? Alright, let's play Darkslick Shores to start. So we're going to be seeing some Blinkage. Ooh, nice. Play the Island. Let's play... We'll play Founding in the Third Path. Set it to 1. We'll cast Prologue to Phyresis. Get the Poison Train rolling. And already only 2 turns in, we're already doing better than the last game. Your opponents can't cast spells from anywhere other than their hands. Okay, sure. Let's see. Let's go ahead and mill ourselves. Okay. All right, so now we'll go ahead and do this. We'll not advance the Saga just yet. We'll give you another poison counter. Dryneth Magistrate, huh? Oh, that was very interesting to see against this deck. Search your library for a basic Plains card, reveal it, put it into your hand, then shuffle. Then create a wall and gain more life. Okay, so he's going to be playing a very defensive strategy. It's cool, though. Let's see. We'll cast Experimental Augury. Autopay. And we will get... We'll already have a Void Wing. Do we need to reject Imperfection? Or do we want another Experimental Augury? I think we want another Experimental Augury. Submit 1. Get him his 3rd counter. Play the Mirrex, so now we can counterspell anything. Next, end turn. Resolve. Okay, so he's playing some kind of Jest guy. Fate of Wishes. You may reveal a non-creature card you own from outside the game and put it into your hand. Interesting. Okay. The backside is flying, pay 2, discard 2 cards, return Fate of Wishes to owner's hand. Should I counter it? No, I think we should just counter what he brings in. Interesting card, Fate of Wishes. Pass. Alright. What was the card that he brought in? Oh, Ashiok. Very interesting. Okay, cool. So, end of turn. We'll cast Experimental Augury. We'll get... Do you want Vraska's Fall or Prologue to Phyresis? I think we want Prologue to Phyresis because it's just going to draw me more cards. Submit. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and play the Hybrid. Yeah, gain 2 life. And we'll just keep the mana open. Oh, shoot! We don't have the mana open because of the stupid Mirrex. Okay. What did that do? Enters the battlefield. Exile target creature and opponent controls mana 3 or less until it casts release. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Let's go ahead. We're going to play Founding the Third Path. Set it to 1. And we will play... Yeah, we'll play Drowning Ichor. Killing that. Submit 2. I will mill 4 of my own cards. Ooh, 4 lands. Very glad it did that. End turn. Okay. So see what they got there. Alright, Fabled Passage. You think I should have countered it? Yeah, I probably should have. Resolve. Volume low, huh? Yeah, I think it might be something with your end, Peyton, because you say volume low all the time. Yeah, he is going to axe my graveyard again. Yeah, I didn't think about the graveyard portion of that until after I had milled myself with it. Spark Double. You may have Spark Double into the battlefield. Oh no. That one will get countered. That one will absolutely just destroy me. Okay, Fave Wishes is here. Alright, found in third path. I cannot cast that right now, which is fine. So what we'll do is play the Darkslick Shore, and then we will play... Do we want to play Vasquez Fall right now, or Call to Phyresis? Yep, let's hold on this for now, and see what they do with their turn. Smothering Tide. When their opponent draws a card, that player may pay 2. If the player doesn't, you create a treasure token. Let's see. Yeah. It's a pretty good Ashiok. We're pretty damn good. Okay, so he's going to play that. So he's going to be able to flip Ashiok out and then back in again. Oh. Oh, maybe that was just to get it into his hand from exile. Interesting. Okay, let's go ahead. Play Vraska's Fall. Okay, so you sacrifice that. It gets poison counter. My turn, we draw. You can have your treasure token. That's okay. Resolve. Decline. See here. I'm going to play Voidwing. Next, end turn. You got it. Your enters is about to exile any number of other non-land permanents you own and control. Return those cards to the battlefield at the beginning of the next end step. Next end step. Yeah. I unfortunately can't do anything about that right now.
This has been a nightmare.
Pretty good card. Pretty good card. Yeah, pass. I'll give you another poison counter.
Nightmares are the palette.
Resolve.
For my
Decline.
greatest work.
Let's see. Well, I can't let you just block and kill my guy, so we're gonna have to wait it out. No tax this turn. We'll go next. Boy, create 2 1/1 Carless Thopter artifact creature tokens. Fine, then you gain 1 life for each creature you control. So he's going to gain some life. Yeah, that doesn't really bother me too much. Pass. Golden Egg. Here's a battle to draw a card. Sacrifice. Add 1 mana of any color. Sacrifice, gain 3 life. Oh, okay. Yeah, not really worried about that either. I'm more worried about like anything else he could probably play. I think I'm mostly worried about that Ashiok over there, though. Okay, here we go. The deck of many things. Okay, that is too much text on it. No, I'm kidding. 2 tap. Roll a d20 and subtract the number of cards in your hand. If the result is 0 or less, discard your hand. 1 through 9, return a card at random from your graveyard to your hand. Draw cards. Put a creature card from any graveyard into the battlefield under your control. Interesting. Okay. I'll let it resolve. I'm honestly just interested to see exactly what he does with it. Yeah, resolve.
This is my masterpiece.
I bet. Pass. I mostly just want to keep the mana open to get to my memory deluge, so I can try and draw something useful. So Reject Imperfection is not really going to help me out there. Okay, so Anoint, bring the ending. We'll take Anoint and bring the ending. To end the turn. Get rid of that. Oh, he's gonna Narset it. Okay. I'm not too worried about that. Okay. We got a land. Resolve. Decline. Okay. Let's go ahead. Bounce anything with that, though. I think we're going to use this to bounce that Ash Yuck at one point, because we're down to 10 cards left in hand. Let's see. Cost is going to be 4 on that, though. Yeah. Yeah, we need to put that back in his hand. And we need to do it now before he gets a chance to operate it. To end turn. Deck of Many Things. That's a really cool card. Alright. Fabled Passage. Gonna go get another land. It's a very interesting deck, I gotta say. A lot more interesting than the last deck we were playing against. That's what I'm liking about the about this format, though. It's because I'm completely unfamiliar with the format. It just gives me a lot of options to just see new styles of decks and see what I could possibly build new decks out of. Because Standard is very stagnant right now. I will decline to pay the 2. Like that. I wonder why I didn't bother to attack with his tokens. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. End turn. Yeah, we need to... Oh, God, I hope there's enough cards left in my deck that I can make use of it. Interesting. Because I need to just apply 3 more poison counters in some manner. If I can just add 3 more poison counters, I can still win this game. I guess I'll target permanent you control. What's that say? Here, let me read that card. Return to the battlefield. Okay, so he's just yeah. He's just flipping his card. That tells me that he wants to try and dig up an answer. Pass. Pass. Comes back. Alright, let's do this right now. Alright, what do we have? What is left? We have a Vraska's Fall. There's nothing. Okay, let me show him the battlefield. Show me what's in here. Not enough. View the browser again. All right. Take the Vraska's Fall and the Reject Imperfection. Resolve. Decline to pay it. It's kind of pointless at this point in the game. Okay, so we can anoint. We got Vraska's Fall. So if we manage to just counterspell 2 small spells, we could potentially pull this out of our ass. End turn. So let's see what they do. Alright. We will start with Reject Imperfection on that. Cool. Alright, that's another poison counter. Resolve. Oh wow, you have 138 cards in your deck. That's wild. Why would someone build a deck with 138 cards? Jin Gataxius, you say? He's tapping out to cast it too. Interesting. Very interesting. Let's see here. I'm going to... Artifact instant or sorcerer spell. I'm just going to counter it. Pass. Take 4. See what we get. Resolve. Decline to pay. Next. Alright. We have 1 shot at this. And the shot is depending on if my opponent is dumb enough to cast a spell that costs 3 or less. So let's see what they do. That's not 3 or less. That's 4. So we lose the game. Yep. That is the game. That's unfortunate. That sucks. Alright. Important to not get discouraged, though. We'll keep going. Alright. See, Darkslick Shore. Yeah, that'll be the first card we play. Darkslick first, then Mirex into Shipwreck Marsh. Unlucky Witness. What is this? When it dies, exile top of your cards in the library. Until your next end step, you may play 1 of those cards. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and drop the Mirex. Let's see here. I'm going to actually wait a turn to play Founding, because I want the first thing that we play to be that Vraska's Fall, so that we can kind of maximize our proliferates. Resolve. Pass. Let's see here. Let's pass and see if he plays something else by the end of his turn. He did not. So we'll just anoint it right now. Okay. Alright. Next turn. Next. I have to kind of train myself that I don't need to be playing Founding as soon as I can. I need to play it a little more strategically. Fabled Passage. People love Fabled Passage in this format. For good reason too. It's a damn good fetch land. Get you any land and the possibility of having it come in untapped. Pretty good. Croxa, Titan of Death's Hunger. Enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless it escaped. Whenever it enters the battlefield or attacks, each opponent discards a card. Then each opponent who didn't discard a card this way loses 3 life. Oh, wow. Let me see here. No, I guess we have to discard a card, huh? Resolve all. Discard a card. So I have to discard something. So let's discard one of our 2 foundings. Hey, hi. How you doing, bud? Yes. My turn. It's not really giving me a lot to work off of here. What's the escape anyways? 2 and 2 and exile 5 other cards from the graveyard. How many cards are in his graveyard? Only 1, huh? I'm just gonna put a fucking poison counter on him. I need to get this train rolling. Alright, play it. Play the experimental augury now. Give me Prologue to Phyresis. And yes, get +2 counters on those. And I will mill myself, because I don't want him being able to excavate his Croxa just yet. Next. End turn. Buddy, what are you doing? Yeah, we can bring the ending on that. Right. Let's see here. We have Vraska's Fall, Serum Snare, Annoying to bring the ending. I guess we're going to go with Experimental Augury. Yep. Cast it. Autopay. Give me... Yeah, give me the Distorted Curiosity. Submit. Play a land. Play Distorted Curiosity. Draw 2 more cards. Perfect. Next. End turn. Alright, plays a land. He's got 3 cards in his graveyard at this point. Alright. End turn. Give him the Prologue to Fire. Okay. I guess that works. Alright. Back into Plat 1. Alright, yeah. That definitely works. Okay, so we got 2 lands. Bring the ending. We have Experimental Augury, Founding, and Vraska's Fall. I think we will keep it. Looks decent. Or decent enough. Play this first. So I'm not guaranteed a 3rd land. Alright, we got a Plains. Let's go Island. Let's go Founding. Put to 1. We're going to play Experimental Augury because I need to find that 3rd land. That's not a 3rd land. So we'll take another Augury. +1. Mill Self. Only 1 land out of those first 4 cards. Pretty bad. That's okay, though. Okay, plays a Giada. Knowing full well I have this in my hand. Or in my graveyard. We'll cast it. Target. Autopay. I was not expecting to see Giada in Explorer. Maybe this is one of those Orzhov Angels lists. But he's got a brush one though. So he's at least playing green-white. Youthful Valkyrie. Whenever another angel enters the battlefield under your control, put a +1/+1 counter on Youthful Valkyrie. Okay, that's easy enough. Alright, Shipwreck Marsh. So, I think we're going to give it a wait until he tries to play this next spell, and then we're going to hit it with Vraska's. Okay. Land comes in tapped. Okay, yeah, so every land he's played has been either green or white, so I'm assuming this is a green-white deck. Vraska's Fall. You sacrifice a creature, get a poison counter. And now we can get the wagon train rolling. Okay. Land for turn. Next. End turn. Let's see what you have to play. 5 lands. Pass. Nothing, huh? Alright. So in that case, we'll play Experimental Augury. See, I can still cast things and progress my game plan, regardless of whether or not you are playing along. Next. End turn. I do enjoy this deck. Those first few games were not the best example, but this deck is a lot of fun. Memory Deluge. Give me Prologue and Vraska. We'll cast Prologue right now. Cool. Now we are at Corruption. So let's go ahead and cast this. Draw 2 cards. Bing, bing. Land for turn. And we'll wait to play Vraska. If all goes according to plan, we probably won't even have to cast her to win the game. And I also want to play her with Counterspell backup. At this point, I think he's actually afraid to cast anything. Because he sees me sitting here with all this open mana. Which puts me at a pretty perfect position. Play Founding the Third Path, set it to 1. Cast Prologue for free. He gets another poison counter, I draw a card. Land for turn. Next. End turn. And now we just let inevitability take its course. Alright, land. Plays Collected Company. Look at the top 6 cards of your library. Put 2 creature cards with mana value 3 or less from among them onto the battlefield. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in any order. Bring the ending. Still gives us enough mana to tap out for Mirex at end of turn. Pass. Alright, and that's exactly what we shall do. Make a token, it can attack this turn, thankfully. I'm going to mill myself, get more options in my graveyard. And next, attack. Alright, get another poison counter going. And turn. Mirex really adds so much to this deck. And an early concession again. That's 2 early concessions in a row. That's pretty nice. Well, alright, so we have Darkslick Shores, Underground River, and Swamp. And we do have a Poison Applier in the early game, so I think we'll keep it. It looks good to me. I just love those matches where everything just kind of comes together cohesively. Hello, how are you? Cauldron Familiar, huh? Let's read that. Enters the battlefield. Each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. Sacrifice a food. Return Cauldron Familiar from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay, so we got that. Let's go ahead and go with Darkslick Shores to open up with. I want to play that within the first couple turns so it doesn't come in tapped. Okay. Footlight Fiend. What's this do? When it dies, you won't damage any target. Okay, so this is going to be some kind of like burnout deck. So let's go land. Let's see here. Play the Voidwing. Yeah, I'll play the Voidwing now. Let's see how he reacts to that. If he tries to remove it so he can swing in. Hive the Ike Tyrant. Interesting. No blocks. Not worried about that. Alright, cool. So he didn't deal with anything. So we can use this as an opportunity to get in with some initial poison damage. And now that we got that ball rolling, we can pretty much do anything we want to. So we just wait and see how he reacts. Bobby Nix? Oh, I see your game plan now, you cheeky fuck. Let's see here. Let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead and hit you with Vraska's Fall right now. So we can get another poison counter. Deals 1 damage. That comes in. Perfect. Yep. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do Experimental Augury right now, because I need to get to that 3rd poison counter and get a land. So give me the land. You get a poison counter. Okay. Proliferate happens, Voidwing comes back, and I am going to... Now that you... Actually, I'm going to do this right now since you're tapped out, and anoint you. I'll make sure there's no way you can react to that. That's some happy little music playing right now. A little background sound. Alright, Hive comes in. Not a problem. Exile a card. Cool, I'm into it. You probably want to exile some removal. Good choice. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to cast Distorted Curiosity. Draw 2 cards. And we'll go ahead and play the island. And we'll play Voidwing Hybrid. Next, end turn. And we're going to wait for him to try and activate his Hive Tyrant again, and we'll anoint his land away if he does it. Footlight Fiend? Sure, resolve. Diabolic Intent, you say? Smart. I like it. Resolve. I wonder what card he's going to go get. Pass. I'm not worried about that 1 damage, so I'm going to let it come through. Because I would much rather cast Prologue to Phyresis. There we go, he gets another counter. Alright, we're going to play the Dark Slick Shores. We're going to play the Voidwing. And we are going to just chill for just a moment. So we got the removal, we got poison counter applicators. We're good for now. Diabolic Intent. That's the first time I've actually seen Diabolic Intent played. Fable the Mirror Breaker. How fun. Resolve. Resolve. Pass. Let's see here. I'll keep the Anoint. Actually, no. We'll cast the Anoint. Just get off the table. Alright, cool. Let's see here. Swing in. We'll cast Memory Deluge right now to get 2 more cards. Give me Founding and give me Serum Snare. That'll do perfectly. So let's go ahead and cast Founding the Third Path right now. For 1. We're going to use it to cast Serum Snare. It's going to bounce this, getting rid of the token and proliferating. Mill Self. Proliferate happens, Voidwing comes back to hand. Alright, up Nixels comes back. Sweet. And I've got ways to deal with it too. Alright. Exile a card from the graveyard. Let's see, we got Anoint. Do we have... I have Vraska's Fall. We'll cast Vraska's Fall. Autopay. Get rid of that. He gets another poison counter. Next. Attack. And we are going to wait patiently to see what he does, because we're going to need to cast Vraska's Fall. Claim the Firstborn. Gain control of target creature with mana value 3 or less until end of turn. Gains haste. So we're going to Vraska's Fall you right now to begin with. Put you to 9. So if he doesn't... Okay, yeah, he's going to sacrifice it to go find a card. So I basically won at this point, because even if they don't have a creature, casting Vraska's Fall next turn is going to win, or casting Vraska Betrayal Sting is going to win, because they're at 9 counters. Which is 7. Okay, perfect. Alright, we're going to cast Vraska's Fall and win the game. Game over. Well played, friend. Here. Lands looks good. We can dig our way to possible removal with the other spells. So yeah, looks good to me. And I have Prologue to Phyresis in the opening hand, which is fantastic. It's the best card you want to see early game, just to get the poison rolling. All right. Uh-oh, this might be a mono red deck, and that would be bad. It's a mono red deck. Nice artwork on that, though. Okay, cool. Play the Mirax. And pass the turn. See how he works. Yeah, so we got double red. Oh, Burning Tree Emissary, huh? Interesting. Okay, yeah. Comes in, adds red-green. What's he going to use it to cast? Kamana faces Kakazan. Okay. Resolve. Pass. Okay. So we'll take this time to cast Prologue to Phyresis. Very good. Alright, we'll go ahead and play Shipwreck Marsh. And we'll take this moment to cast Drowning Ichor right here. Submit. Annex. Harden in the Forge. What does he do? Power is equal to your devotion to red. Whenever Annex or another non-token creature you control dies, create a 1/1 red satyr creature token with this creature can't block. If the creature had power 4 or greater, create 2 of them. Oh wow. Okay. That's pretty strong. In that case, we're just going to keep our Otawara in hand to bounce it. Next. End turn. Solve. Okay. Oh, his devotion went down because it doesn't have any icons on its casting cost now. Very interesting. Monastery Swift Spear. Bone Crusher Giant. What's this doing? 2 damage to any target. Okay. Resolve. I'm about to take a lot of damage. Reinforce Ronin. Okay. Resolve. Pass. Go put that back in your hand. Ow. That's not helping too much. Let's see here. Let's hit the Experimental Augury right now. That's not going to help me too much. Let's see. Just yourself. Draw some cards. Again, not very helpful. we need to draw into some removal here. Let's see. Yeah. All right, let's go ahead and cast Founding the Third Path right now. Set it to 1. Use it to cast Prologue. Give him another poison counter. Draw a card. Not really doing a whole lot else. Yeah. Anax comes and backs. Ow. We go to 4. It's not looking good for us. Mill 4 for myself, honestly. Let's play the Underground River. Let's play Founding the Third Path. Set it to 1. Use it to cast Drown and Ichor on that. Submit 3. Mill 4 from me. And we will cast Drown and Ichor again. Resolve. Cast on you. Autopay. Submit. And let's see here. What else is in here? We'll cast Drown and Ichor again. There. It's already got 3 counters on it. No point in putting another one on it. Alright. They probably have enough to do 4 damage at least. I mean, they should. They're playing mono red. Really? Okay, yeah. That'll do it. Good game. Interesting. Well, can't say we didn't try. Okay, so we have 2 underground rivers, which are going to deal damage to us the entire time we're playing them, which is not good. The rest of the hand looks decent, but... Okay, that looks a little bit better. 2 Vraska's Fall, a Reject Imperfection, Anoint. We'll keep 6. Send back one of the Vraskas. Underground River. Okay, perfect. This is what we want to see. We got the prologue early. Hopefully this isn't another mono red deck. But it might be! Thermal Alchemist. Yeah, okay. Resolve. Yes. Alright, play prologue. Cool. Okay, gets a poison counter. Go next, and turn. And if you cast an instant or sorcery spell, untap. Okay. Pass. Alright, so he's not doing anything this turn. So we're going to Vraska him. Got a spell to cast? He does. Very nice. Alright, and it's gone. Poison counter for you. Alright, let's play the Mirax, and we'll play a Void Wing. Next, end turn. Land? Oh, no land. That sucks. Alright, he wants to hit me directly. So it looks like he wants to race. I can race. No problem. Next, I'll attack. End turn. Alright, now we just sit on our Reject Imperfections to give him more poison counters and stop him from playing stuff. And that is a perfect opportunity. Get rid of that. Swing in for another poison counter. Now you're at 5. Job's halfway done already. Very nice. Mechanized Warfare. Let's do it again. Another poison counter for you. Alright. Next. Attack. Another poison counter. Alright, he's up to 4 land now. It's getting dangerous. Sacrifice Fanatical Firebrand. It deals 1 damage to any target. Okay. Resolve. Attack for 1? Yeah, he attacks for 1. Okay, so if we draw another land, what we can do is we can put a might token onto the table this turn, and then play Vraska next turn and just win the game. So let's see if we draw that land. So let's make the token. Okay, we did not get it, but we got the Experimental Augury, which is just as good. So we attack with these, and then we're going to cast Augury to put him up to 10 poison counters. Doesn't matter what we take, game's over. Good game.